Hey everyone, and I hope you are having a fantastic week. So today I wanted to do somewhat of a quick update video when it comes to my investing. I didn't do a video a few days ago because there was a few things going on with my wife's business. It was 4th of July week, so there was a lot of stuff going on. But I still wanted to invest my $10 that I've been doing every single week, mainly because I want to show you guys, being consistent is key, even if it's a little tough, especially when it's like trying to come up with more and more different stocks to add to the portfolio. I do have a ton that I've been researching, but I'm pretty meticulous when it comes to all the detailed information on my end. So I'm taking another extra week to pick the next stock, but I want to show you guys what the $20 that went in last week actually went into and how much it got distributed, as well as the $10 that I put in just a few days ago as well. We did get paid out some dividends as well, and I'm going to show you guys those, and we're going to actually plug them into the Google Sheets here in just a little bit. And if you are a fan of these investing videos, make sure you hit that like button, and let's go ahead and jump onto the apps. Alright, so let's go ahead and load up the app, and the first thing we're going to see here today is our total value on the app, which is sitting at $248.71. As you can see, we are up $19.33, which is a total gain of 13.83%. So that's freaking fantastic. We had, of course, a little bit of a downturn a few weeks ago, but all of that has turned around so far. So that is really exciting. I'm hopeful, to continue on this trend. I know markets go up and down, so not going to expect this all the time. Now, if you see here, our Vanguard fund is actually bringing in the most right now when it comes to growth. And then, of course, because we broke down each section into different sectors, this kind of helps us get an idea of what's doing really well for us overall. So, of course, we have real estate, consumer, and tech, and all three of those sectors are also up in the green right now. But definitely nowhere near as much as our Vanguard fund here, which is up actually even higher than our average. But that's awesome. So of course that's why we ended up keeping it, because I like having that in there, especially as we're building the portfolio. Now what I'm going to do is show you what we got last week when it comes to that $20 we put in the week prior, so you guys can see the full breakdown. So I'm going to go, of course, here into the activities, and then over down here on the trading for June 27th, we bought I bought four stocks because we put in $20. And this is going to look a little different than before because M1 Finance did actually update a little bit of their app. So as of right now, with that $20.01, we had $5 and a penny go towards our NRZ REIT. We had 16 cents go into Tesla, 13 cents go into Microsoft, and then a majority of this went into Realty Income Corporation, which of course is ticker number O, and then that one was $14.71. The reason, of course, that one was so high is because that was our newest fund that we added last week. So a majority of that went into that account. If I click on any individual stock, it'll break down how much the actual quantity was. You can see here for Realty Income Group, it's 0.21 when I came into buying with that $14.71. Because, of course, M1 Finance lets us do the fractional sharing, which is so awesome. So that's what we did last week, and as I mentioned, this week I actually only ended up putting $10, didn't get a new stock, mainly because really busy week, and then also too, 4th of July was going on, so kind of wanted to put my focus in other areas. So I just went ahead and added $10, but as you see here, we actually also got a dividend of 80 cents from Vanguard, that Vanguard fund, VOO. We got 80 cents, which was awesome, so that got deposited. And then I actually put in another $10, and because of how the fractional sharing and everything works, we ended up having $10.70 put into the overall account and into different funds. So here, a much bigger breakdown of the different stocks. So that $10 bought into 7 stocks. It put $1.36 into Microsoft, $1.13 into AT&T, $1.35 into Disney, and then another $2.79 into NRZ, and then Home Depot we had $1.23 go into that, and then Realty Income Corp we had $2.11, and then good old Tesla we added another 80 cents. Now the REITs actually got a lot more put in there because we were trying to build that up a little bit higher in our target. So that's why they ended up getting more of the split than everything else. Of course, everything is still getting a little bit more added every single week, which is fantastic because that is continuing our growth. So when we get paid out these dividends, it's going to keep on growing. Now, if I go back to the portfolio here, we're going to see here on the portfolio, the real estate, our target is 15%. That's what we moved over last week when we added ticker number O. And here you're going to see that in the red, you're going to see that 13.8. That is where we currently are in the actual versus our target. So of course, we're going to get more put towards that sector. Same thing with consumer and even tech. Those are below where their targets are. And then Vanguard, because of its growth, it actually went up in the actuals versus its target. So here in the real estate portfolio, we're going to actually go ahead and break that down. We had, of course, 50% go into NRZ and 50% into O. So those got broken down evenly there. It's looking really good for both of them. Realty income actually pays out monthly, so I'm super excited to have them now in the portfolio. I know some of you guys in the comments were mentioning that you guys were excited for me to join in as well. And then here's the cool thing that I love so much about putting these different companies into sectors like we did, is I can actually break down and see how this sector is doing individually aside from my overall portfolio. So I can see the total, market gains, the dividends earned, all that different stuff. So it breaks it down really nicely. Right now we're just up 1.5% or a little over 1.5%. But of course, as time goes on, hopefully that keeps going up. Then next up, we have, of course, consumers. So with consumers here, we have Disney, Home Depot, and then I did add Tesla in here. They can technically be in tech or consumer, but I just put them in consumer. So these ones here together are up right now 3.89%. Tesla is definitely doing well over the last about week or two, so I'm really happy for them. And then last up is our tech category here. We have Microsoft and AT&T. Their total is up 2.9% as well. So again, as we saw, everybody is doing really well so far. And I just love how these sectors get split up for M1 Finance. Oh, and one thing I really wanted to mention for anybody that's watching this video right now, if you haven't signed up for M1 Finance right now, they actually are doing a special for this month of July in 2019 for you. If you actually end up signing up right now, they have a referral of getting $20 for both you and myself. So if you are somebody who wants to sign up and get started with M1 Finance, I will have a link down in the show notes for you. If you click on that link and you sign up, it's $100 to get started with investing, to put your money in, but you and I both end up getting $20, which is freaking awesome because that's already 20% on your money that you're gaining right there, and then that can go towards your future investments. So like I mentioned, it is a limited time. I don't know what happens after July, if they change back or if they have different promotions, but if you guys want to get in now with M1 Finance, this is definitely the time to do so. So make sure you check that out. It takes, about a week or two for the actual money to get deposited into your account, but you will go ahead and get $20 for getting started with M1 Finance. Now, earlier I mentioned that we got a dividend payout from Vanguard, which is awesome. And of course, this whole series is inspired with wanting to grow our dividends. And I do have that Google spreadsheet that I actually use. Before we get onto the Google Sheets and plug in all of the dividends that we earned for July, let me know in the comments down below, how is your investing journey going so far if you are investing? I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments down below. And if you're not investing, is there something that's holding you back that's causing you not to want to get started? Maybe you're paying off debt, or maybe you have a fear of getting started with investing. Either way, let me know down below. I'd love having conversations with you guys in the comments. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump onto those Google Sheets. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the fact that we actually got 80 cents with Vanguard on our M1 portfolio. So you're gonna see right over here in July, we're in the M1 Finance tab. I'm gonna add in 80 cents right over here, and we're gonna see that pop up right into the graphs over there. So the cool thing about getting paid with M1 Finance is that we are actually technically the highest month and the highest quarter so far with M1 Finance. And hopefully as our fund grows and we start getting more dividends, that this continues to grow larger and larger. So that is going to be for M1 Finance Q3, because July is the start of Q3. So our total earnings when it comes to dividends for 2019 has been $1.47 because we got paid out 64 cents in April, 3 cents in June, and now the 80 cents here in the month of July. Now, because I love dividends and we kind of go over these things, I actually do also have dividends that I earned with Robinhood. So if I actually switch over to my Robinhood app, so I'm going to actually go ahead and load up my Robinhood app here. So I'm actually going to be getting my dividend payout. So here on Robinhood, you can see here for the dividends, I have it pending currently with NRZ, which I do also have, of course, with M1 Finance. I have a payout dividend of $2.50 waiting for me on July 26th. So if you look in here, we have 5 shares of NRZ, and they're each paying out 50 cents a share. So that's what's totaling in for $2.50. So if we go back onto the actual Google Sheets here, I'm going to go ahead and load up the Robinhood tab now, because we have a tab for M1 Finance, Robinhood, and then Vanguard as well, which I did get a Vanguard dividend here recently too, so I'm super excited for that. And I also have an all tab, so I can see all the different companies together. So right over here for Robinhood for the month of July, as you can see here too, I did get paid $1.21 in June, so that was exciting. So here we're going to add $2.50. So boom, just like that, we actually also now have the highest month in dividend earnings from our Robinhood account in 1 month, and then we are just shy of our Q3 being the highest quarter as well. So that's exciting. And then our overall 2019 so far has been $5.51. Again, my hope is that we continue to grow and increase these dividends, so that way, we potentially will be able to create incomes from this, because that's partly the goal, is to be able to create income. The other goal is to just also create a little bit of growth. And I'm going to talk about that in future episodes, as far as looking at ways to build growth in these funds, as well as focusing on dividends, because I kind of want to do a little bit of both. I don't want to just have dividends. I don't want to miss out on opportunities, because that's also a really important thing to know. Now, one thing I do want to show as well is here on my Vanguard tab, and I'll maybe go into a whole video for it by itself. I got paid in June, so this was for Q2, $152.73, which was a little lower than in Q1. With Vanguard, I only get paid every quarter, since they are pretty much mutual funds, ETFs. But the nice thing is that total comes out to $311.75. So I'm kind of on that path of that $600. And I'm excited for that, because I'm going to have that continue to grow and start investing more with my retirement. And I might share that with you guys as well if you are interested in that. But what I also want to show you is my all tab right here, which is all 3 portfolios that I have right now, which is M1 Finance, Robinhood, and Vanguard. So if I switch over there, now you're going to see kind of some numbers jumping around here. Now I have all 3 combined together. And so currently, as of right now, I finished up Q2 with $156.11 from all 3 platforms combined. And as of right now, with both Robinhood and M1 Finance, because those are the 2 that paid out in July so far, I've earned $3.30 in dividends, bringing my total for 2019 to $318.73 just in dividends alone. And I do understand that the Vanguard ones I can't technically utilize if I wanted to, because it is in my retirement account, but it is still dividends that I am earning for future me, which of course is important. And then even the Robinhood and the M1 Finance, I'm essentially just reinvesting those anyways. So it's all the same at this point. I'm not taking that home and using it for other stuff. I'm just reinvesting it to continue to grow these portfolios even faster. So yeah, I'm excited for where this can take me in the future. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing this journey go all the way through, because that's why I want to share with you guys this journey, is so that way if you're interested in getting started with investing, you can kind of, get a good idea of what it can take and what it's like. Or if you're an investor yourself and you just like to see other people's journeys, I know I like watching other people, in their journeys with investing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series. El Presidente definitely loves it. As I mentioned earlier, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more content here on the channel, check out some of these videos right over here. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.